Hey guys, how's it going? So for today's video, I thought I would share with you something that I've become a little bit of an expert in, and that would be packing and navigating airports. In light of it being the beginning of the summer holidays, and many of you may be going on your summer vacations, I thought I would share with you some of my super quick tips and tricks for getting through the whole flying experience. Let's get started. If you have not yet bought your suitcases, then I would advise you to go for the ones with 4 wheels. They may be a little bit more expensive than the other ones out there. The traditional ones have 2, but believe me, it is worth it. It is so much easier to move those things around, especially if you're going to pack a lot in it. You also need to consider just how heavy your suitcase is. Can you even lift it? I know that for the most part you're going to check it in and it's not even going to be in your hands, but at some point it is going to be, and if you can't lift it, you may have trouble. When you're packing, pack as little as possible. I know you want to go for as many change of clothes variations as you can to give yourself options, and you want to have as many pairs of shoes to go with the outfits, but seriously, you do not need it, and you will probably buy something while you're on vacation so that you can add that to your stockpile. You don't need to bring your whole wardrobe with you. You really don't. If you are able to fit everything actually into your onboard luggage, as I've been trying to do recently, you also have the added benefit of not having to wait for checked luggage, and that will shave off some of your traveling time as well. Liquids. Think about whether you actually need to bring those. If you're going to go somewhere and stay in a hotel, then the hotel will usually provide you with small samples of shampoo and conditioner, even if you're in the most basic of hotels. You can then actually go out to the shops and purchase more shampoo and conditioner for yourself if you feel the need to. If there is something that you decide you really can't do without bringing, then buy a sandwich bag before you go and already put all of those liquids in there and put it in your hand luggage. Just makes it so much easier when you go through the security checkpoints. If you're traveling long haul and overnight, bring a pillow. I am not kidding. I used to think that people who carried around actual pillows were a little bit silly, and I would always bring that neck thing, but that does nothing for me. If you struggle to sleep on planes, bring a pillow. It just makes so much sense and you will seriously thank me. Also, make sure you have a pen. The number of times I've needed a pen and I just haven't had one and then panicked. It's just unnecessary panicking. Bring a pen. When it comes to the outfit that you're choosing to wear on board, make sure that it is flexible and stretchy so that you can move and shift into the multiple comfortable positions you're going to struggle to find. If you're one of those people who like to take your shoes off on the plane, and I'm actually one of those people, please be considerate to yourself and everyone else and bring socks. It not only keeps your feet warm and prevents them from getting cold in the air conditioning, but it also prevents smells, and I don't think I need to say any more about that. When it comes to choosing your seat on the plane, there are obviously going to be a number of factors that you might want to consider differently from me, but these are the ones that I consider. If it is a daytime flight, I usually choose an aisle seat so that I can get up, move around without disturbing anybody beside me. If it is a nighttime flight, I like to use the window as somewhere where I can balance my pillow and lean against, and I find it a little bit easier to sleep. If you're a little bit nervous about flying or sometimes get a little bit jittery, then I would advise you to sit forward of the wing, if at all possible. Because the times when I've felt a little bit nervous, I've been looking out at the wing and thinking, ooh, this is a little bit unnatural. But when I sit further forward and I can't see the wing, I really don't care. Also, if you are sitting further forward on the plane, you will have the benefit of being able to get off quicker than everybody else behind you, which may be a valid consideration if you then have to go through immigration and security checkpoints at the other side. Check in the day before. Usually you can check in within 24 hours of your flight, and I really like to do that so that I know that I have a plane. It wants me to get on the plane and there are no delays, and I can also change around my seating if I really want to. On the morning of your trip, check the flight status again. Seriously, the number of times where I've gotten to the airport and then it's told me that it's been delayed or cancelled, it's just nice to be prepared before you get there. When you get through security, make sure you buy water bottles. You're going to get so dehydrated on the flights, especially if they're long haul, and when you get off at the other side, you're going to feel 1,000 times worse for it. When you're on the plane itself, of course you can ask for water, but you only ever get these tiny little cups and that may not be enough. So definitely buy bottles of water, even if the prices are extortionate. A common occurrence when the staff open the flight for boarding is that you'll see a whole group of people standing up waiting to be the first in line when their group is called. You can choose whether you need to do that depending on your luggage. If you just have a handbag or rucksack that will fit under the seat in front of you, maybe a jacket, you really don't need to rush and get on the plane first. You're going to fit and sit in your seat regardless. However, if the flight looks like it's going to be full and I have a handbag and an onboard bag, which I'm going to need to put in the overhead lockers, I do try and stand there and be first out of my group, and that's so that I can put my stuff above my head. I hate it when I have to put it further up or further behind me. The worst one is when it has to go behind you, because then you have to wait for everybody to get off before you can even get to your stuff. That's why I rush on. And finally, make sure you drink the bottle of water that you brought with you, and don't forget to change your watch. I hope you enjoyed this video and found my advice useful. If you're going somewhere on your summer vacations this year, I hope that you have a wonderful time. See you later, guys!